What is up, guys, and welcome to Disaster Log C. This is a game in the style of chicken sausage. I played that on the channel as well. It's the same style, you know, with the little text box here and stuff. But this time it's with this girl and this girl, and they have to survive rain and stuff. You'll see. Just wait, okay? Disaster Log C001. As of right now, September 2nd, 1:36 p.m., it has been raining ceaselessly for 7 days. Our island has never seen anything like this. At least there is no record of this much consecutive rain in the past century. Theories of rising sea levels due to all this heavy rainfall are proving to be true. There have been reports of calamitous floods along the coastline, which I predict will engulf elevation region D within the next 2 or 3 hours. Or perhaps it's already bridged the leaves, which would explain the current blackout here in Region C. I'm running on a backup generator now. In addition to the power outage, the net has been down for 3 hours and 6 minutes. I have received no emergency SMS notification thus far, despite the situation easily warranting. Ah, there's one now. Attention all Region C citizens. Due to severe flooding across the nation, we advise you to remain indoors. Do not evacuate to higher ground. Emergency services are sending rescue vehicles. We once again advise you to. This is resuming log momentarily. This is complete bullshit. Calm down, Mel. You're just upset because you warned them this would happen and they were still underprepared up top. If they had taken my report seriously at the start, they would know that they are asking everyone to drown in their own homes. Okay, this is exactly why I invested in a backup plan. Disaster log C001 resumed. September 2nd, 1:38 p.m. Emergency services has asked residents of Region C to remain in their homes and await rescue. However, in the interest of keeping my equipment running, in order to continue gathering and monitoring weather data to do my job, I will be evacuating on my own in a boat I've prepared in case of emergency. End log. Okay. Sophie Deluxe Studio presents. Well, it's nice so far. Disaster log C. Okay, there we go. Okay. Whatever. I've completed transfer of professional equipment and personal effects to my evacuation boat. It's a modestly sized vessel split up into 4 sections. The helm, kitchen and dining area, cabin where I'll sleep, and the engine in the back. The intensity of rainfall has varied over the... Yeah, fuck off. I'm sorry. No, not you, okay? I'm talking to myself. I'm just a little bit stupid. Maybe a little bit more, but whatever. The past 6 hours, but still has yet to cease entirely. The puddles near my doorstep have grown to 6.2 inches in depth, and the gutter at the end of my driveway has become a small, muddy river. At this rate, I expect my house to be fully submerged by tomorrow. I must also note that I've seen no signs of emergency services in my area, nor have I received any further SMS notifications. To be absolutely safe, I've brought 2 weeks' worth of food. It should be more than enough to survive on for the time being. The sea level can't possibly rise at infinitum. I'm making a temporary retreat until the storm clears up. I will continue to record weather data from this boat as long as GPS is functioning and as long as this rain continues. As soon as I can re-establish a net connection, I will be contacting those region SS and sending my data along to aid evacuation planning. End log. But if I can't get back online, I'll be forced to deliver it myself tomorrow morning. That'll be messy. In times like this, everyone is seeking higher ground, and there isn't a lot of room up there. It's chaos to be sure. Building myself a vessel was definitely the right call. I'd like to avoid going up to SS on foot, though the flooding couldn't possibly reach past Region B, could it? Worst case scenario, it'd be too late for my data to be of any use by the time I made it up to SS. I should at least sound like I'm trying though, for the logs. Right, but bear ride. It's time for dinner and a quick nap. I can't expect a full night's rest as long as I have to keep this boat above water. This will be quite a challenge, but we'll survive it, huh? You're all I've got, so don't get swept away or anything. Okay. Heavy. Who's this? Oh, it's Mel. Okay, so yeah, this is Mel. Metal. They have. Wait. Oh no, the other one is Mel, and this is the shark-toothed girl. Morning. Wow. Ouchie, so rude kicking me off the bed like that. How'd you get in here? And were you about to stab me? Yeah, you're right. I was about to kill you, but you're in luck. I'm taking you hostage instead. What? You don't know what a hostage is, and from the looks of your boat I figured you were a smart one. I don't know. I know what a hostage is. How the fuck did you get in here? Ooh, spicy. I'm only trying to survive the flood, just like you. You were gonna kill me and steal my boat. That was the plan, sure, but now I'm only borrowing your boat and taking you hostage. And hey, don't try anything funny, I've got a knife. Hehehe. Alright, you might have a weapon, but so do I. Logic. What? So, let me explain the situation to you. Alright, you're interesting, and listen. You don't want to steal this boat, there's not enough food for us both. By the way, there's, apparently there's 5 endings, so, I don't know, I hope I get a good ending, I guess, that's all I can hope for. You don't want to steal this boat. Trust me, this boat sucks. I've never built one before, it could sink in any second. Seems sturdy enough to me, and I know my stuff when it comes to what floats good. Well, the engine is working just fine. Checked on all that stuff before deciding to steal it from you. Damn, I guess there's really no reason you shouldn't want this boat right now. You don't know how this boat works, there's not enough room. No, I'm not saying that. You don't know how... You don't know how to operate this boat. I'm the only one who knows. That's true, for right now. If I find a manual, I won't need you anymore, right? There isn't any manual. I didn't bother making one. I'm all you've got. You need me around. Right, but only as long as it takes for you to teach me how to drive your friends in our boat. It's far too complicated for a criminal like you. Listen, hostage, I've stolen all kinds of boats down on the coast. Don't underestimate me. Sorry, I misspoke. And now I made her mad. But it seems like she understands she'll need me in order to learn how to work everything. They'll buy me some time, but there's not enough food. It's making you choose it anyway. This boat is equipped with food to last me 1 week. That's me by myself, got it? I can't provide for 2. If I'm generous and we split it 60-40, I'll be good for 4 whole days. That's not so bad. It's my food. But you're my hostage. I could just eat it all myself. Right. But like I said, you need me alive. That was a dangerous lie. Once she sees the pantry, she'll know we can both last a good while. Hopefully the rain stops before it runs out. Stealing is wrong. Man, that's just stupid. It's not gonna do anything. Why would you say that? You shouldn't be going around stealing boats. Don't you feel any guilt at all? Nope. Not one bit. How? Because I steal from people like you, surrounded by all your expensive gadgets and nice things you don't need. See, I'm a redistributor. I give all the good stuff to people who deserve it. which means your nice boat is mine now. I guess she thinks of herself as some sort of Robin Hood. That's one way to moralize it. My goal's pretty noble too, though, right? They need my reports to know how much help to send and to where. Maybe we can both get what we want out of this. Okay, I'll teach you how my boat works, but I need to eat to be able to do that effectively. That's what I like to hear. Deal, I'll feed you. Thank you. Well, wait, I shouldn't be thanking you, you're taking me hostage. Yeah, but since I ended up not killing you, you better be grateful for at least that. Have you killed people before? Well, don't answer that, I don't wanna know. If you go around stealing boats, you're bound to have drowned some folks, and after you get everything you need from me, you might throw you overboard, right now. So you better listen to me, my hostage. Of course. Can I ask one more question? Your name? Oh yeah, it's Issa. Wow, I can't believe you told me just like that. Aren't you afraid of being reported after all this? Gah! I mean, I'm not worried. The coast is all wiped off anyway, there's no one to run from anymore. Wait, to run? Yeah. What? Don't give me that look. I still have a knife, Yano. You don't know what you're doing? You don't know what you're doing, do you? Gah! You've got some nerve, hostage. Maybe I'll chop off your pinky finger to show you how serious I am. Please don't, I need that to type. You'd manage without it. I apologize, forget what I said. Now that's enough questions out of you. I'm gonna see if there really is no manual, like you said. And if you lied, you're going overboard after all. This blows. Amazing. Disaster whatever. At some point last night, an individual who seems to be from the coast snuck aboard my boat. I am currently being held hostage by her. She identified herself as Issa, and she's armed with a large knife. After an exchange in which she realized it was necessary to keep this boat running, we came to a compromise. She's letting me leave as long as I show her the ropes, so to speak. So I will be doing that, as slowly as I can imagine. No, as slowly as I can manage. There we go. She's been asleep now for 2 hours and 14 minutes. I considered disarming her, but I'm not confident she can be physically overwhelmed. She's a demon, an intimidating yet slender pirate with shark teeth. Strike that last part, it's irrelevant. What's important is, this incident hasn't gotten in the way of my work recording data. It has continued to rain at a steady rate through the night. As I suspected in the previous log, my house is very likely submerged. I will continue with my original mission despite these unforeseen circumstances with Issa. Is it Issa or Isa? I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Issa. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but you know, that's just what I'm gonna do. The net is still down, so I'm planning on making a personal visit to the weather center if I can. They'll be able to make use of my data. It could possibly save lives. I've not yet explained this mission to Issa in fear of sabotage. I'm not sure how she would react, proceeding with extreme caution for now. And log. Trying to record confidential disaster logs while my captor sleeps. This is some risky business. But I have to do my job. I have to survive. At least you're here with me, Bear Ride. I'm going to have to keep you hidden so she doesn't threaten to stab you too. Upon finally waking up, my captor demanded I make her breakfast. I peacefully complied with her orders. I heard footsteps. I hear footsteps. Still raining. No net connection. And love. Hey, hostage, you lied about how much food there was, didn't you? What did you expect? Pretty gutsy of you, but don't lie to me anymore. Liars walk the plank. Alright, I'll be as honest as I possibly can then. Good, it looks like we'll be spending the next week or so together, so let's get to know each other. I've been pretty curious about everything on your nerd boat. What's all your equipment for anyway? Explain everything, explain only what's necessary. Lie. I'm gonna explain only what's necessary. It measures atmospheric conditions. So your job is to record the data my equipment provides. And what's the data for? Analyzing weather patterns. Wouldn't this go faster if you just explain it all at once? Anyway, what's the point of all this stuff when you can just look outside and see the weather for yourself? Because this equipment helps me predict the weather in advance. Can you see how valuable that is in our situation? So can you tell me when the sun's coming out next? It's hard to say, I need more data. Useless. I need to drink some wow, my friends. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, you hear that? It's pure wow. Amazing. Hey, at least you are honest. Good hostage. Do I get a turn to ask you something now? Nope, don't feel like it. Hurry up and teach me how your boat works. Understood. Hostage situation update. I spent the entire day at Ice's beck and call. I managed to draw out the boat instructions till after mid-afternoon lunch break. Around 5 p.m. I ran out of things to explain. I fully expected to be thrown overboard at this point, with no contingency plan. However, she likes my cooking, and has decided to keep me around as some kind of hostage servant. Now that she's in charge of navigating my ship, she insists I call her Captain Isa. Okay, I'm okay. You know what? I'm gonna call her Isa from now on. I just decided so. Okay, I wanna call her Isa now. That I asked her, okay, and she told me, you know what? I don't like Isa anymore. You can call me Isa, okay? So we're calling it Isa now. She is reckless, demanding, and takes joy in making me do her bidding. For these reasons, I still believe she's some kind of demon. It's been difficult to do my work under these conditions, but I'm managing. Still no idea when the rain will let up. Beginning to think it won't. Beginning to think I'll die serving the demon captain and pointlessly measuring the continuous rain every couple hours. End log, I guess. I need to come up with a plan. I need a better direction to steer towards. Things are so hopeless. I expected the net to come back by now. And I can't hope to make it to Region SS while I'm being held hostage, obviously. Are the floods getting worse? I knew everyone expected it to get bad, but how far can the sea rise? How many casualties are we facing here? It's as if the ocean's swallowing our entire world. What good is my data if all it's giving me is despair? And to be immediately taken hostage at the onset of this voyage. How useless am I? Disaster or whatever. Though long and hard last night about what I should be doing. Wait, what? I thought long and hard last night about what I should be doing. Decided to put survival first and foremost for the time being. Currently making breakfast for Captain Isa. She's no longer threatening me with her knife, so that's progress. I've kept up on recording the rainfall, of course. No major changes in the past 24 hours. We're in open water now. Islands barely visible through all the mist. No matter how far we go, the rain's the same. Fucking rain. Not sure if Captain Isa's deliberately steering us somewhere or wasting fuel by... What you doing? And look, I was just talking to myself. You're keeping a diary. Oh, of sorts. You really are an interesting one. So when's the food gonna be ready? 5 more minutes. Listen, Captain. Captain Isa here. Something to report, hostage? I don't think the rain will be stopping before we run out of food. I advise pursuing more sustainable meal options. We're gonna be stuck here for a while, huh? Then it's a good thing you have me. Your captain. Gah! How so? Since you taught me about your boat, I'll teach you to fish. Isn't that so generous of me? Fishing. Yeah, guess that's the obvious option, huh? What's wrong, my hostage? Not a big fan of coastal cuisine? I don't like fish. They taste strange. That's because you don't eat them fresh. I'll show you how to prepare it, but you're doing all the cooking. How generous. Don't talk back. Remember, I'm in charge of this ship. Gah. Um, Learned how to fish this morning. I must have purchased some basic fishing equipment at some point because Captain Isa found it and shoved it all at me. I read up on how to do this stuff before, but she sounded incredibly experienced. It was a huge help. She told me that rain makes the fish go wild. Have they been going wild for 9 days straight? When will we see the sun again? When can we all rest? That's all I can think about. What are you doing in there, hostage? Oh, what are you doing in there, hostage? I've still gotta teach you how to cook what you got. Right. Lunchtime. End log. So, how was it? You finished everything on your plate? As a matter of survival, of course. I need all the nutrition I can get. Oh, nutrients. Yeah. Geh, just admit I changed your mind about fish. It was acceptable sustenance. Why can't you just say it was fucking good with all these stupid words I can't pronounce? You talk weird. Yeah, I know, right? See, Isa's with me. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure, you're the one with the knife. Relax, I'm not gonna use it against you, as long as I don't feel like it. Oh yes, my fate depends entirely on your mood, I understand. What was that, hostage? Don't trust me? Why did you wanna ask? Oh yeah, we're alone on this boat, right? No extra somebody I didn't know about. Yes, I initially planned this as a solo voyage, then you ruined it. So why are there 2 beds and 2 chairs? Oh, because it looked too sad when there was only one witch. Pfft, sad? Well, I'm not complaining since it works out for me. As long as you don't turn out to have some tragic story about a lover who was supposed to escape with you but couldn't make it in time. Nope, no tragically missing lovers here, just filling space. Gahaha! Just filling space. You're really lucky I'm here then. I wouldn't call that luck. Maybe I did, albeit subconsciously, want to leave room for someone else, but not for the likes of her. She's a criminal. A strange, fish-loving criminal. Well, whatever. No one else in your region built a boat as far as I noticed. Thanks to your weirdness, we're pretty well off. Well, I better get back to keeping this hunk of scrap metal on course. Do the dishes, hostage. Or are we headed somewhere in particular? Yeah, you'll see. Okay. Quick update. Captain Isa revealed our current destination. She has some kind of offshore rock she frequents, completely private, on all her own. Convinced it's been long submerged, we're going anyway. And long. We should be able to get there before sundown. There's some emergency supplies and treasures I want to check on. Treasures? My trophies from the ships I've conquered. Gahaha. Stolen goods. Heh, you think I'm a villain, don't you? Well... Come on, let's hear your honest opinion. Oh, Jesus, pardon me. Hostage? You're totally evil, it's probably more nuanced than that. Oh, actually good or something. Yeah, go with the middle road. You may be a little tyrant, taking advantage of a desperate situation in order to terrorize me, but, you haven't actually killed me yet, or even hurt me at all. Gah, what? In fact, other than the first serrated thing, our relationship is surprisingly amicable. Gah, idiot, are you trying to make me prove my badness? I could throw you overboard whenever I wanted. But you haven't, so far. Gah, I'm done playing with you. Go record your stupid weather data or something. I'm very busy here. She threw a fit. What an odd girl. Indeed. Reached the rock. It's a small island. Looks like to be approximately 5 square meters. Minimal vegetation. Well, what I'm fucking baffled by is how it's still above sea level, unless most of it is presently submerged. How is it still here when the ocean back home was up to Region C? Disembarking soon. Will report back tonight. End log. Here we are, my treasure trove. Wanna come see inside? Captain, this island, how big was it before? What do you mean, how big was it before? It's about the same size it's always been. Still, happy you taught me about the GPS thing. It made it much easier to find than usual. I thought, wasn't the ocean rising? Huh? That's the only explanation for how bad it's gotten. Are you an idiot? It was the only explanation. They reported it over and over in the news. You really thought all this rain was making the whole ocean rise that much? But the reports, all bullshit, obviously. What? What do you know? There's solid data behind that theory. I've seen it. I must have read 100 threads about it on the net over the past week. You're calling that bullshit? Yeah, I am, because they got it all totally wrong. You think the island's top scientists and specialists all got it wrong. You think you know more than them. How often does it rain up there in, region B, C? On average? You're the weather girl. Tell me the stats for the rainfall in your region versus the coast. It's about the same across all regions. We are an island. 90 or so days of the year we experience light rains. Wrong! I've always heard there are more sunny days the higher up you go. That's nonsense. I counted last year all the days I could see the sun. Guess how many I came up with? I'll give you a hint. I couldn't count them on my fingers. I haven't seen any reports that would suggest. Whatever reports you read are bullshit. Are you telling me I'm mistaken? Me, who's lived on the coast all my life. There were 10 sunny days last year. I only got as far as 3 for this one. That doesn't make any sense. In all the time, rains never made the ocean rise far enough to swallow my entire home. So obviously, the whole island's sinking. What do you expect? It's made of mud? the whole... I think everyone would have noticed if that were the case. Sounds like they were only looking at the water, so of course they'd believe it were rising up to swallow them. You upper region nerds only see what's right in front of your faces. That's why you all scrambled and died when the ground fell out from under you. I just hadn't considered it. Well now, enough lolling and gagging. We didn't come here to stand around in the rain. Okay, well, on that note, I'm gonna leave the episode here. How about that? Did you expect it? Probably not, because I usually do these kinds of games in one episode. So, I know, it's fucking amazing, but this has been going on for a while now. So, I'm gonna end it and make another episode of it, because it's cool. I like it. So, yeah, thank you for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. And, I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye. For the fuck.